Hey guys. So now that you've been able to create a brand voice, get oriented with the platform, I wanted to walk you through the Campaign Studio. So the Campaign Studio is a very UI driven experience. Rather than creating some sort of crazy prompt in hopes that it works, we've actually abstracted away much of that work that you would have to perform. What this allows us to do is for you to create content across a bunch of different platforms rather rapidly, using the same context and letting Charlie do the hard work of replatforming for different asset types. So, first is your campaign goal. So, you create a new campaign, it brings up this window, and then you choose your campaign goal. Drive awareness is going to be focused on content that keeps people on page but keeps them commenting, engaging, and sharing. Whereas click through and conversions are going to focus a little bit more on, hey, we got your attention, and now we're going to kick you back into a link that we want you to click on or something that we want you to purchase. So depending upon your campaign goals, this might be different. Then you have these four asset types. So social media, ads, emails, and blogs. You'll notice that the types change as you choose different asset types. These are just categories intended to help you get a frame of reference. So we'll keep it to social media for now, but then as you move into the third line here, you should be able to choose the number of outputs. So you can choose 3, 10. For purposes of this, we're going to do 3. And then you can use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or LinkedIn. Each one of these options will change the content structure, the tonality used, and the best practices that Charlie is adhering to when he's creating content. We'll keep it Instagram for now. Now, if you have customers that are in different parts of the world, you can choose a separate language. Simply just click this drop down, choose the language you need, and Charlie will create it. Now, if you were following along, we created a brand voice earlier, so we'll go ahead and select that here. Now you can use that brand voice to create any content. Now, these two fields are open-ended. So what do you want your content about? This is really the guts. What is the context under which you're talking about? Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it's a sale that you have running. Maybe you're just doing a post about the holidays coming up and how you should spend time with family. This is really where you're going to construct that message that you want to tell. But again, this can be very raw information. It could be info that you have from a different workflow. For our purposes, we're going to say 20% off all donuts with a when you buy in store with a Santa hat on, because this is a holiday campaign, right? So we put that in the topic. And then our target persona, you have a little bit of fun here, but this is really where you're getting the context of the words for Charlie to be used and how the message should resonate. So ultimately, if you're a farmer, Apple might mean the actual apple, whereas if you're in technology, Apple might be the trillion-dollar company. Our target persona here is going to be busy professionals, parents, and young workforce. You can keep it simple, but you can make this as targeted as you want. You have 2,000 characters. Now, there's an area for additional context. So this could be if you want to add your own website. This could be if you want to attach files, so you can attach images, you can attach slide decks, you can attach all sorts of things that you want to use as additional context here. But this is where you can add like a targeted upload. We're going to keep it simple for now, but Charlie will typically take the context from those files or scrape your web page and ultimately bring that into the workflow. So now that we're done, we click create, and Charlie will go ahead and create that content for you. So you'll notice that when it says complete here and queued means that it's going into the processing step, but really this is supposed to help indicate where it is in the process. So once it says complete, you should see context or content here on the right-hand side. So I click into content, and now I have 3 beautiful Instagram captions, all focused on donuts, all ending in my brand voice that I prescribed to them, all mentioning the 20% off, and all of them have the same content. So this is great. I have some great Instagram captions, but let's say that I need to create for other platforms that we're trying to have our customers see us. So we'll go back here. Before we go any further, let's say Donut Bank holiday campaign, just to keep ourselves organized. And you'll notice that Charlie keeps all of the same context here. So let's choose the brand voice that we want to use. But now what I can do is say, all right, this is great for Instagram. Let's go do an email, and let's do a newsletter, and let's focus on this. So we simply click create, and Charlie will go and create that newsletter. And then maybe I want to create some ad copy or blogs. I simply follow that same process and just click these squares, and it will take that same content over and ultimately generate it. So now I have this newsletter that Charlie created. This is great. This could be sent out via an email, and it has all the breakdowns that we want here. So again, really easy to just go between different types of platforms, different types of outputs, with Charlie leading the way in terms of how you should be doing that. So this is a really great way for you to create a ton of content using the same context really, really fast. All right. That's it for the Campaign Creator Studio. Happy creating.